Middle of changing the blades, and I noticed one of my front wheels is flat. Look at that. Drove it all the way over there. I didn't even notice. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that now while I got it on the jack stand. So I got it on the jack stand because I was changing blades. Here's the old Cub Cadet mulching blade. A lot of us don't really think these are great, so I'm trying out a Mr. Mower blade. It's more inexpensive, but right now I got the air cap off, and I'm gonna leave it up off the ground while I check out the wheel. I'm gonna see if it'll pump back up with my cordless air pump. If not, I gotta see what's wrong with it. Let's see what she's supposed to hold. Max inflation, 22 PSI. Let's start with that. Y'all seen this pump before. I hope it's got a charge. I just did all 4 of my tires on my car, and it took a while because it's winter time, and you know, this pump's pretty cool if you haven't seen it before. It's cordless, rechargeable. You can see how small it is in my hand. Fits in this little travel bag. I've used it for a lot of stuff, including my car. You just set the poundage. I'll show you here in a minute. It says 22 max. Oh, sorry, that's SOS button. It's got lights, SOS, emergency flasher. So plus buttons are here. I always think plus and minus should be top and bottom. I had it set for my car at 33 pounds. I'm only gonna put 20 in it if it'll take it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get close to 20. Oh, there we go. So there's the mode. I had it on car, bike, scooter, and then a ball. Let's see if I can leave it on scooter. No. We'll put it on ball. I'll take it up to the highest, and we'll go up from there. See it pumping up. You can see right here, I know it's loud. That's what it's going up to, and when it gets to 16, it'll just stop on its own. That's what's cool about this. You could set it for your car. It might take, you know, several minutes, but you set it where you want. You can walk away, go do something else, come back, and it'll be sitting at the pressure you want it. So that's a really cool pump, and it's easy to carry around in your car or on your bicycle. It's a really cool pump. It's easy to carry around in your car or your bicycle. That's what I got it for, is our electric bikes. There's a few videos on here of our electric bikes, but that's what I got the pump for, and I found out I can use it for, been using it for my tractors, for my cars, my tow behind carts, you name it, man. It's a cool pump. And yeah, I get a little bit if you use the link down below, but that's not why I'm doing it. If it was a piece of junk, I'd tell you it's a piece of junk. You wouldn't see me using it so much. So even if you don't use my link, it's a cool pump. Go get it. So I want 20 pounds in it, so I'm gonna set it at 26 and then just stop it. It's holding. I'm gonna check the other one. I just put the new Mr. Mower blades on this mower that fit the S spindle. I'm gonna go out and mulch up some grass and leaves to test out the other video right here. And then we're gonna see if this holds air. I don't know why it went flat, so don't. I don't see any cuts or anything. It may have gotten low with the cold weather and then I rode on it and busted the bead. So you also have grease fittings right here. We're gonna take care of that. I've seen people take this off and grease this. I'm not going to because I don't think you have to. Just check them. It spins really easily, so. Put this cap on here, check the other side, then we're gonna go out and test the blades and test the tire at the same time. So 2 videos at once. So I should have showed you right along the fence. Sorry about the noise, but I want to show you because the leaves blow from across the street over to here and they pile up along the fence here. Well, they didn't have anywhere to go and the mulching blades did a really good job at chopping them up. I only went over them 3 times. I should have showed you the first run. But that's just my opinion. They did a really good job. But that said, it's just leaves. You know, the test is going to be grass. But I was impressed at how well it handled the leaves because I've done those the past 2 years. And I normally have to run up and down, up and down, up and down. These pulled them out from under next to the fence and chopped them up. Now it's easy because they're all dry. They're really, really, really dry. So, but all in all, I went over the yard 3 times right here where I showed you and it looks good. Just go over here to the front corner. 2 to 3 times and look how good it looks. So I give the blades a thumbs up if it's on cost alone and that they work. So I'm gonna finish up the other part of the front yard. So I just parked it. The wheel held up. So that's all it was. Got cold, they lost air pressure, and then I must have busted it off the bead when it got cold, you know, air pressure went down and I must have busted the bead because I didn't notice it was running flat when I drove it down the garage to change those blades. Blades work decent, but with that said, I'm only cutting up dried leaves, you know. But it did a good job. It did a good job on the very front of the house. There was a lot of leaves there. I should have showed you, but they did decent. You know, they're under $40 for the whole set. So even if it's just a spare set of blades to beat up in the woods and in the rough areas, they did a really good, decent job. But I got to put an asterisk next to it because, you know, it's really dry. It hasn't rained in a long time. The leaves are really, really dry. So, like I said, it did along the fence line on the other side. They all pile up there. It did a really good job. It did way better than the other blades ever did. So, hopefully that's a good sign. So, I'll see you guys on the next.